Leo loved soccer more than anything in the world. From the moment he could walk, a soccer ball was never far from his feet. It was more than just a game to him. It was his passion, his escape, and his greatest joy. Every morning, his old, worn-out soccer ball greeted him by his bed, a loyal companion through every sunrise. The faded patches and scuffed leather told stories of countless hours spent practicing, dreaming, and believing. Leo often imagined himself on the world's biggest stage, scoring the winning goal in a massive stadium, the crowd roaring and chanting his name. In his dreams, he was a hero, inspiring others with every kick. That dream pushed him to play every single day, no matter the weather. Rain or shine, Leo was out there, practicing his moves, determined to get better with each passing day. Before school, he'd wake up early and dribble through the dew-soaked park, weaving between trees as if they were defenders on a championship field. The cool morning air filled his lungs, and the world felt full of possibility. After school, he'd shoot at an old brick wall until the sun disappeared behind the rooftops, each kick echoing his hopes and determination. The fading light never stopped him. It only made his resolve stronger. Everyone in the neighborhood knew where to find Leo, always at the park, lost in his world of soccer, practicing alone but never feeling lonely. The field was his second home. One day, as he was leaving the park, something caught his eye. A bright flyer pinned to the notice board. Meadowfield Rovers were holding Leo's heart raced with excitement and nerves. This was his chance to show what he could do, to take a step closer to his dream. He ran all the way home, clutching the flyer tightly, eager to share the news with his parents, and hoping they'd let him try out. With hope in his heart and his soccer ball by his side, Leo knew this was just the beginning of his big adventure, a journey that would test his courage, skill, and determination. Tryout day dawned bright and full of promise, the sun casting golden rays over the fresh-cut grass of the soccer field. The air buzzed with excitement as hopeful kids gathered, their faces shining with anticipation and dreams of making the team. Leo, heart-pounding, gave it everything he had, sprinting down the field, making sharp, precise passes, and showing off every skill he'd practiced for weeks. He wanted to prove he belonged. When the coach finally called his name, Leo's face lit up with pure joy and disbelief. He'd made the team, and all his hard work had paid off. The coach handed him a green jersey with a crisp white number 7. Leo held it up, feeling a surge of pride. It was more than just a shirt. It was a symbol of his achievement and a dream come true. At his very first practice, Leo met his new teammates, Sam, Mia, and Tom. Each of them brought their own energy and love for the game, and together, they quickly found common ground. For the first time, Leo wasn't playing alone. He was part of something bigger, a team that welcomed him with open arms. They learned to trust and support each other, sharing laughter during drills and working hard side by side. Every practice brought them closer, turning strangers into friends. Coach David taught them more than just soccer. He spoke about respect, teamwork, and the importance of playing with heart, reminding them that effort and kindness mattered most. Winning wasn't everything. What truly counted was giving your best, supporting your teammates, and growing together, no matter the score. Surrounded by his teammates, Leo finally felt like he belonged. He was no longer just a boy with a dream. He was part of a family. With his green jersey on and his friends by his side, Leo was ready for their very first game, eager to see what adventures awaited on the field. The Rovers' first match was against the tough Hillside Hawks, a team known for their speed and teamwork. The stadium buzzed with excitement as both teams took their positions, the crowd's cheers echoing across the field. Leo was nervous but determined as he pulled on his green jersey, feeling the weight of his team's hopes on his shoulders. The whistle blew, and the game began with a burst of energy. Every pass, every tackle, every sprint mattered. The Hawks were fast and skilled, weaving through defenders and making clever plays. Their blue jerseys flashed by as they controlled the ball with confidence, putting the Rovers on the defensive from the very start. Leo had a golden chance to score, but his shot soared over the crossbar. He watched in disbelief as the ball sailed away, his heart sinking as he realized how close he'd come to changing the game. The Rovers fought hard, but the final whistle blew with the scoreboard reading 3-0. Their first big test had ended in defeat, and disappointment weighed heavily on the team. Leo felt crushed, replaying his mistake in his mind over and over. He sat on the bench, head down, wishing he could have another chance to make things right. Coach David sat beside him, offering a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Losing is part of the game," he said quietly. "What matters is what you do next. Every great player has faced tough moments like this." Leo looked at his teammates. Disappointed, but not defeated. He saw the same determination in their eyes that he felt inside. He remembered his dream of becoming a great player, and knew this was just the beginning. He knew he couldn't give up. The loss stung, but it also lit a fire within him to work harder, to come back stronger, and to support his team no matter what. Not now. Not ever. This was just the first step on a much bigger journey. Inspired by his coach, Leo trained harder than ever. He practiced dribbling, shooting, and passing for hours. Soon, Sam and Mia joined him, and together they became a real team. They learned to read each other's moves, encouraging and pushing one another. Coach David introduced new drills, focusing on teamwork and communication. The Rovers improved with every practice. The memory of their loss became motivation. Leo's confidence grew, not just in himself but in his team. They were ready for their next challenge, together. The championship final arrived, against the Hillside Hawks. The Rovers were stronger, united, and determined. The match was fierce, both teams giving their all. With minutes left and the score tied, Sam crossed the ball into the box. Leo made his run, met the ball, and scored. The crowd erupted. The Rovers were champions. Leo's teammates swarmed him in celebration. He lifted the trophy, beaming at his friends, coach, and family. The victory was everyone's. Leo realized the dream was about more than goals. It was about the journey and the friends he made. And this was only the beginning.